And my experience is that, on the contrary, that's why we have, let's say, that resistance to change.
Yes.
Because people do ask that question. As Beata mentioned, why should I change? I have 20 years experience, I've been doing this all right.
So I said that people don't question change, and you're saying people question change. So there's a one-to-one contradiction. Maybe I can resolve that. I would say that within an organization, ideas, particularly that come from the top, or that come from a respected external source, are, if they have support from upper management, are more or less blindly accepted. At the bottom of the organization, there is normally a big resistance. And I think the resistance stems from the fact that the introduction was not voluntarily, but command and control. Does this make your question a bit clearer?
The situation is that also upper management definitely thinks why they have to change, because having an improvement program costs a lot of money.
Sure.
It's not a decision that's taken very, very easily.
Absolutely.
So I think that in that case, management does make the issue, okay, why have to change? Sometimes it is because they're forced to. So suppliers in the case have to visit them and have to make the talks. They have to use auto spies now. It's been already for them decided.
Right.
So it's a little bit unfair to say, well, they don't want to think what they have to change. It's imposed on all of us.
Yes.
That we have to go along the new technology.
I agree, but you also, what you can also observe is the customer who imposes the change does not resolve the paradox that on the one hand they say deliver it yesterday, and on the other hand they say well, let's have spice level 3. So this paradox is not resolved. It's burdened onto the supplier. What will the supplier do? He will somehow implement the processes. But the people or the developers inside the supplier will live in a constant paradox with everyday changing priorities. On the one hand, deliver. On the other hand, let's have the spice level. So that's the mess. And this mess is the result of this imposing it and not giving the organization the time to learn and the time to execute. And in a similar way, top management most often introduces change programs. There's no consideration of the whole dependencies of the current situation, of the current problems. Some problems stay with process improvement. They simply get ignored because they're political and they have to do with power. Learning, in the true sense, is powerless.